guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in our family room here. This is where we make all the family memories. We binge watch all the shows. We play all the family board games here. We spend a lot of times here. Here's what's cool about it is we have a fireplace, and the best part is it's a natural fireplace that has a gas line for the quick starting logs. Now here's the only downfall. This is, though, a really nice stone, and maybe 15 years ago it was probably the cream of the crop, but we want to spruce it up, make it a little bit more modern, make it look like it belongs in a magazine. So we're gonna take this somewhat dated fireplace and turn it into that. Extended the bench, wrapped it with a framed in marble looking tile, got rid of the glass and the netting. We did it all on the budget and it looks like it belongs in a magazine. So without wasting any more time, let me show you how I did it and let's get into this video. Let's go. So this is my interpretation of our current fireplace. A few things that we're not liking is right now the front is beveled. It's a little dated, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to square this off. Next thing on the list here, we're gonna get rid of all of the stone that's up here, and I know you guys are I'm gonna hear in the comment sections, why are you gonna do that? But we're gonna recess it out, so maybe, I don't know, 6 inches or so, we're gonna create a platform, pop it out, and then all of this is gonna be covered in large slate, like a marble looking stone or something light like that. Depends what we're gonna find. Let's do our favorite part of the project. But first, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. Now, did you know that if you're simply just activating the incognito mode on your device, you are still being tracked with all of your information? But here's where it gets even worse. If you're traveling abroad and you have a favorite show you watch, let's say on Netflix, did you know that that show might not even be available to be shown in that country? That's where NordVPN comes in. NordVPN is an online encrypted service. Over 5,100 servers in 60 different countries. Simply download it on your web browsers, over 6 devices. Click one button, click, activates the service, pick any place on the map, and now there's no paper trail where you are, and you can watch all your favorite shows that you watch at home. Virtually, you're staying at home. And yes, I said 6 devices and across all major platforms. We're talking about Windows, Android, Mac OS, iOS, Linux, and even your Android TV supports NordVPN. There's no need to be concerned about storage on your personal devices. It's diskless, and there's no data being stored, and it has an automated kill switch. So if the VPN service for any reason fails, it automatically blocks your internet access, and you won't find yourself in a pickle. And if you're still concerned about the security, you can have double encryption. Users can route through 2, not 1, but 2 different servers to have double the encryption and protection and peace of mind. So whether you watch your favorite movies at home or you play your favorite games and you want to take them with you on the road, do yourself a favor. Head over to nordvpn.com/MrBuildIt to get 2 years plus 4 extra months for a huge discount. Now, without any more time, let's get back into this video. Let's go. Do you think they put enough nails in here? This is my first time taking down a fireplace, and I'm kind of seeing how a natural fireplace looks like. It's actually its own metal sheet container that has stone in it, and pretty impressive stuff. So sometimes break something in order to learn something, I guess.
Oh no, did I miss demo day?
So you mentioned you wanted to square this off here. What if we had to go all the way across, just like continue this angle?
I'm worried about straightening it off. It's gonna create this weird little like corner.
So you are leaning towards
Just making
extending
it? Yeah.
I think so too, because then you'll actually have a far away thing to either put logs on or some decor or something like that.
Right.
See,
Yeah, I like that.
Most thing about decor. Where can
You
we
are.
put decor?
Where can we put more stuff?
Is there more places to put decor?
That should be your #1 question anytime you start a project.
Why is there not enough places to put decor?
This just isn't.
That's my problem.
So there will be now.
There will be a plethora of decor places.
Great. Okay, so what if we do it flat here, but then you create like a 2-inch border that comes out like this.
Here's what we'll do. We'll do it flat on the wall, and then I will see if we can
something.
find a matching concrete, the quartz. Not concrete, but just quartz. If I can't, worst case scenario, I'll put a piece of 2x4 here, and we'll just wrap the 2x4 or the 1x2 or whatever.
That's what I was thinking.
Which is a lot harder. But
of course, because that's what I do. That's what I do.
Things hard.
Do you like that though? Like how it's...
What?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I like that. It's fun.
It's just fun.
You see that? Yeah, it's fun.
It's a little fun.
Yeah, it's fun. One corner down, one more to go, and then we'll start putting some cement board. What's next is before we put our hardy backer on, I originally wanted to get the tile that would have a transition piece that would have like a 2-inch, kind of like a framing that could work as a mantle. It's like a 2-week wait and it's pretty pricey. So the budget alternative is gonna be, I'm gonna take 2x4s, put it on its edge, attach it through pocket holes. That way it's nice and strong. Create a frame around it, and then I'll tile that around. I'll create my framing for it. And then I'll put hardy backer on the back here, and then therefore I'll install the tile, making this perfect. Frame is up. What's next is hardy backer or cement board, whatever you want to use, using 1 5/8 specialty screws. They're a lot thicker, they're a lot coarser. We're gonna start covering everything here and then wrapping this frame as well, not to mention this bench. It'll help distribute the weight, it'll help tile to adhere to the hardy backer a little bit better than just plywood. Now each sheet of hardy backer board was about 11 bucks a piece. What's nice about it as opposed to cement board is cutting it. It's a lot easier. With hardy backer board, you can use a utility knife. With cement board, most of the time you have to use a grinder. And just like that, we got our first piece. Okay guys, the cement board is up. I made a little mistake. For the one that I use, this is a 1/4 inch. They prefer that you use this on floors and countertop. And the 1/2 inch stuff would be walls. I'm not gonna take it off, but what I did do is added extra reinforcing screws. I'm pretty confident nothing's gonna happen to it. And if it does, well, that's gonna be an expensive redo on my part. But hey, that's where we learned our lesson. So for you guys, use the 1/2 inch, don't use the 1/4 inch.
This is the tile we went with. So we ended up going with, it's called Arabescato Gold Matte Porcelain. We got it at Lowe's. We ended up going with the matte look instead of like the shiny, because I didn't want it to look like a countertop, I guess, if that makes sense.
Hey, before we get started, let's talk about the supplies that we're using. I got a 3-bucket system here. One is to mix my thin set. One is for clear water, or just clear. That's not a thing. It's just clean water. And then one for cleaning out the paddle of the mixer. Then we need a mixer paddle with a drill. We'll use a 1/4 inch trowel. The thin set mortar that we're using, make sure it has the right application. So this is going on cement board, and we're using porcelain tile, and we don't need any kind of activator because this already has it implanted inside. We're gonna mix it up into like a sour cream mixing, bring it up, scrape it in, and I'll show you how we go from there.
If you're gonna have me cut the tile, we should have got a lot more tile.
Well, here's a blade. Make sure this is sitting against the table back. Keep your hand on here. Turn this on here. And you gotta go slow or else it'll crack. Support it right here and in the back.
I'm gonna cut my fingers off.
Well, we'll get implants. Or you can go install the tile. And so if it comes crooked, it's on you.
Can we do all of it together?
Yeah.
So then you just line it up.
This has to go behind this fence.
Oh, I see.
And remember, you have to support it here because it's gonna vibrate. And then so pull it back. Don't let it touch the blade yet. Pull it. You got to pull the lever.
Oh, you
So everything was great. Just make sure you keep your hands on this side because it's easy to get distracted, especially when you're looking at me while cutting. And this is how you get your hand in there.
What's the point of the water?
If you don't have water, this is stone. It becomes very, a lot of dust will go up, and because it's not flexible, it will crack. By having water there, it creates a wet cut, so it reduces the friction. So friction makes it crack if we didn't have it. When laying tile, you guys probably seen previous videos. We're gonna use the 1/4 inch trowel side first. Then we're gonna back butter. Back buttering gets rid of any air bubbles and gives it a double-sided adhesion. And then use little wedges to kind of prop it up. I'll put a little tile piece there to make sure we're at level. 1 and 30 of 1 inch spacers, and we'll start spreading it out. One of the most important parts here on the bottom is making sure that this is perfectly flush.
Whoa. Why are you making me use that one out there? Making me stay out in the cold, using water.
So let's say you need to cut a circle in tile, which for my situation, I have the cable coming out there. They sell these little kits. Place it where you want to be. Remove the double-sided sticky tape. Place it in the back of the guide. Place it right where you need it, as you can see. Put some water in there to keep the friction down. Start this at a low RPM. Dive it in, kind of cutting it into a corner, and then start straightening it out. Carefully pry this off. And there we have it. Perfect circle. Finally made it to the upper deck here. We're gonna start working our way out, do the trim piece, lay everything forward. Moving up, let's go. Folks, we're doing the ledge. The way we're doing the ledge is we got these transition pieces that are bevel. And we're gonna do 3 inches on the inside first. And then we're gonna take this prefabricated transition piece and cap it. We have to cut a bunch of those pieces, again, 3 inches deep. I need, if my calculations are right, about 34 pieces. So I'm gonna just slice and dice, baby. You guys wanna see how cold it is? Look, I have frost on my hairs on my hands. That's how cold it is. That's how cold my hands are right now. Man, that's coming out good. Whew, so good. Now remember guys, I'm not a tile guy. I'm just a DIY guy with a YouTube channel. So don't start judging me as, oh, you should have done that. Listen, saving a bunch of money by doing it myself, and it looks, to what I think, is pretty okay. All right, last part of the tile setup is doing the front faces here. Like I said, we're gonna use this transition piece. I'm starting to think I don't even need to trim it because it's basically the same width. I'll just put it on the outside edge and the beveled edge will be inside. It'll look so great. I'm gonna throw that up real quick and I'll be ready for grout. All right, tile is done. I'm just running a utility knife to make sure all this thin set is not gonna be noticed in the grout. Give it a quick little clean, vacuum it up, and we'll start doing the grout. Nice thing about grout, you don't have to have too much mixed up. A little goes a long way. This is kind of like has a goldish tint to it, so by putting pure white, it wouldn't actually blend it. It'd actually make it stand out more. So hopefully this little off-white will be perfect. We got good coverage, just gonna start lightly washing all the grout off. Well, not all, just, you know, the excess stuff, obviously. All right, man, this thing is looking so good. I'm gonna finish cleaning it, make sure everything's nice in order, and then we're gonna have Irina give it its magical touch to style it. So I'll show this thing in a quick second for the big reveal. All right, let's talk about the budget for the price breakdown of this fireplace makeover. The tile, we spent about $300 on that. The cement board was $50, the grout was $15, and the spacers needed to make sure all the tile is appropriately set was another $10. All in all, making this fireplace makeover happen under 400 bucks. Hey, thanks so much for sticking around watching yet another one of my videos. It means the world to me. If you're brand new to the channel and you like videos like this or any other kind of home improvement project, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell. That way you'll know exactly when the video comes out. Connect with me on all my social media. All the links will be down in the description below, as well as the Patreon and the merch section, all that helps support this channel. Now, speaking of the Patreon, we have extended hour-long content that lives over there for our Patreon supporters. That way we don't cut anything out and you get all of the major juicy details to take on these projects yourself. Be sure to check out also the guides that are in the description below. These guides help simplify a lot of these content projects into more easy to read, take home with you kind of material so you can reference it later. Remember guys, we're not trained professionals. We're just not afraid to trial and fail. Courage and sweat, that's our motto here. Tune out this week. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya, bye. Top surface, because these end caps, if there's too bitch, we didn't say that word. You don't know the day that I'm demoing this.
Well, you're demoing, you're not.
I thought we agreed on this when we were going for a walk.
The depth? We never talked about
We talked about the depth. I was like, I was gonna build it out so it looks like a posting out recess feel.
Sure.
What?
I don't remember talking about.
Blood pressure going up.